I have been constrained of recent to sound our own band, as they said, to remind Nigerians to please think of what did we find when we came as APC government. The insecurity in the northeast and the south-south. It's only people in the northeast who will tell you the story. They virtually have about half of their local governments are being occupied by the terrorists. The south-south, we have got this problem where a number of the troublemakers thought that the oil belonged to them, not to all Nigerians, in spite of the constitution of the country. But the subsequent development in the Northwest is the most amazing one, because Nigeria-wise, they are the same people, same religion, and they keep on killing each other, stealing each other's cattle and other things, and burning their own villages. Now, in preparation to read the Riot Act, I have to make changes in security, remove all service heads in the Inspector General of Police, put in new ones, give them time to make their appointments, to reorganize and go around, and let's get down to our fundamental responsibility, securing the nation. It's not easy for us in this country to make people appreciate what we have gone through. But if you try to discuss in relative to time and resources, then you will appreciate what APC government has done. I said it several times. You go and check with the central bank and NPC. You will find out the average production from 1999 to 2014 is 2.1 million barrels a day. Average, is the average cost of $100 American per barrel. I challenge anybody to go to NNPC and central bank and check. But what happened when we came? The terrorists, not only the terrorists, but those people, they think the oil belonged to them. They unleashed their Nigerian hatred on us. Production went down to 500,000 barrels a day. And by some fabulous coincidence, again the cost of petroleum worldwide went down to $38 per barrel from 100. And then look at our problems of security, mainly because we have to secure a country and institution to manage it properly. So I think all of us have done our best, and we thank God. Within the resources and time available, God has helped us, and we have succeeded. Otherwise, we would have been in trouble. Because most of the ordinary people didn't and don't care. If you are a leader, you have to deliver. That is your business. Otherwise, why did you ask for the leadership? So I thank you very much for coming to encourage us and to continue. And for those colleagues that join us, thank you very much for convincing your constituencies that it is worth joining the APC and that you have the courage to do it. We thank you very much. And for the time remaining and for the competition, for those who still are likely to have one more term constitutionally, and for the two important parties, I assure you that our intellectuals, our historians are expected to be fair to us, examine the time and resources within which we have to operate, so that when those who are looking for positions of excellencies, the presidency and the governor will not expose, the ignorance or the lack of political knowledge of our ordinary people and feed them with lies.
Speaking shortly after meeting with President Buhari, chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum and governor of Kebbi State, Atiku Bagudo, said they came to restate their commitment to the president, especially security-wise.
As governors of the Progressive Governors Forum today visited Mr. President for Salah homage to appreciate and thank him and congratulate him on celebrating this year's Salah Eid and Eid al-Kabir, and to congratulate him again on all the progress that is being achieved in the country. For example, today I drove 8 hours from Birnin Kebbi to Daura, and it was raining for most of the way. And what is even commendable is that along the way, everywhere is planted. So meaning people are responding to the security gains and are going back to normal lives. And this is joining, as we told Mr. President, other commendable things he has been doing. For example, in the last 6 weeks alone, Mr. President was in Lagos, where he commissioned federal and state projects. He was in Borno, where he commissioned federal and state projects. He was in Kano, where he commissioned federal and state, and he was in Katsina, where he commissioned 2 dams and an integrated farm. This is also joining other virtual commissionings that Mr. President has done, and I am aware from my colleagues, many have invited him to their state for one thing or the other. What this shows is that despite the challenge of the economy, things are happening that will lead to a better tomorrow. And we also congratulated Mr. President that today we join him in Daura with 3 governors who are not here last year: the governor of Ebonyi, the governor of Cross River, and the governor of Zamfara, who, out of appreciation of Mr. President's equitable, noble qualities of leading the country well.
He added that in the last 6 weeks, the president has recorded tremendous achievements by going around some states on the request of the state governors to commission human development projects, which made 3 other governors from the opposition joining the All Progressives Congress, APC. The governors on the Salah homage to President Buhari are that of Katsina, Kano, Kebbi, Zamfara, Niger, Nasarawa, Plateau, Ekiti, Lagos, Osun, Ebonyi, and Cross River states, as well as former Zamfara State Governor Sani Yerima and some senators.
Well, it's just to come and felicitate with Mr. President, as we normally do, because every year like this, we'll come and say, greet him. We call it Salah greetings. Not because he's now our president, which we are happy about, but before even he's been in the office of Mr. President, we've always do these exchanges. So I'm happy to be here, and let me just use this opportunity to felicitate with all the Muslim Ummah, not just the Muslim, all of us in Nigeria, because you will notice that even our Christian brothers and sisters, they join us in the celebration. And what is the essence of this Eid al-Kabir? It is the total submission to the will of the Almighty. And it's a lesson even to us as politicians, that once we made some promise that this is what we are going to do, we should always try and abide with those promises, because this is what we are doing. This is the significance of this celebration, that Ibrahim promised that he would do this. He will sacrifice his only son. And just when he was about doing it, they said, no, you should not use that one, replace it with a ram. And that's why we're total submission to the will of the Almighty and keeping promise. And so And I think it's a good way that politicians should latch onto it, that whatever promise that we make during the electioneering campaign, we should strive hard to fulfill those promises.
One of the promises is increasing the security situation around the country. This celebration came whereby Nigerians don't feel safe. What do you have to say about it?
Truth is this, we cannot deceive ourselves. We can't say that all is well security-wise, no. But I think all the efforts are being geared towards resolving all this insecurity that we have. Banditry, kidnapping, Boko Haram, name it. But I'm sure that we're on the right path. The president, every day, you will see, daily, re-challenging, instructing all the service chiefs that they must end this banditry, they must end this insecurity. And I'm sure they are not resting on their hands.